Wow, another exciting year recently ended. The Moose saw another gain in membership, marking 4 years in a row. Everyone in this room should be very excited and proud of this accomplishment. Now, had our lodges not dropped nearly 139,000 female members during the past 4 years, however, we would already be at 1 million members. Oh, now I know I'm probably preaching to the choir because you are here in attendance at this meeting. Our women simply don't understand that even though we are now a unified fraternity, there is still a need for the women of the Moose as we support all of the daily needs for our children and senior members. Our lodges don't. We provide for the out-of-pocket costs for dental needs, hearing aids, dry cleaning, clothing, pharmacy needs, athletic programs, Christmas gifts, the music department, the beauty shops, and the list just goes on and on. If the women of the Moose go away, who's going to provide those things? Do we tell our residents that they can no longer have the simplest of needs? We fought for over 100 years to have a voice in our lodges, to be able to help make decisions and possibly serve as a lodge officer. Maybe our women didn't want those rights. I don't think so, though, based on the number of women who are serving as lodge officers. Some lodges feel women don't have a place in the lodge, and those women are still treated as second-class citizens. Our women deserve to be treated like an equal team member. Even our early predecessors fought to become a part of this organization, and after 113 years, many are still fighting. While the 19th Amendment granted the women the right to vote in 1920, Catherine Smith, who was from Indianapolis, Indiana, reasoned correctly that women in politics would be a growth market. Well, she quit her secretarial job to go to work in Warren Harding's successful presidential campaign. And still in her 20s, she was rewarded with an appointment as Director of Public Employment in Washington, D.C. Then, Labor Secretary James J. Davis was her boss, and he immediately recognized her talent and drive. It took him 5 years to convince her to quit her government job and go to work for him running the Women of the Moose. But a stereotypical women's program held no interest for her, Smith argued. So get out there and make a program, Davis retorted. She did exactly that as the organization's first Grand Chancellor. And for the next 38 years until her retirement in 1964, at which point the Women of the Moose boasted 250,000 members. A May 1913 article written by Ernest M. Oswald, organizer of the Women's Loyal Moose Circle, said, in a recent letter from author H. Jones, past Supreme Dictator, he states that without a single doubt, the Women's Loyal Moose Circle will reach the 500,000 mark in membership and be one of the greatest fraternal organizations for women known to this hemisphere. And he was correct. We did reach 500,000. In fact, we reached 542,000 in 1997. And we are the greatest fraternal organization of women in the world. It's not just my opinion, it's fact. The Women of the Moose are the largest and most organized fraternal women's organization in existence. So what happened? Well, over the years, we've made it easier for women to join the Women of the Moose. We've made improvements to our program, less officers, less chairmen, shorter meetings, and we've made it easier to earn our coveted degrees. Yet our members complain it's too hard or it's too much work. Do our members not believe enough in our mission of caring for others in need? Our members are sisters of strength for each other. They are here to lift each other up and inspire each other to be more than they thought possible. We should be friendly for multi-generations and be kind to one another. Who thought that we would ever need public service announcements to tell people to be kind? Surely not me. We never know what someone's going through and need to be kind and compassionate toward our members. Our Mooseheart students certainly don't act like some of our members do. In Milwaukee, I talked about the movie, The 6888. If you want to get fired up and see how much you can do and how proud you should be, you need to watch this movie. It's about the only women of color Women's Army Corps Battalion sent to Europe during World War II. Despite facing resistance and discrimination, more than 150,000 women served in the Women's Army Corps during World War II, performing vital non-combat roles and paving the way for women's permanent inclusion in the U.S. military. The mantra of the 6888 was, "This is our mission and we will not fail." They used their individual talents to clear 17 million pieces of mail in just 90 days. It was all about being aware that you are a part of something bigger. Does it remind you of anything? Reminds me of some of our former leaders and chapter members who were indeed great trailblazers. Our early leaders faced resistance from the very beginning, but they persevered. They found the strength to go the distance every day to ensure the future of the women of the Moose, and more importantly, to never give up. They realized the seed of triumph was somewhere in each and every adversity. And I hope you do too. We indeed have our work cut out for us. Of the 912,401 members of the Moose on the rolls as of April 30th, 2025, 358,194 are indeed women. Why don't they all belong to the women of the Moose? If we're having fun at our chapter meetings, keeping our members interested, it should be relatively easy. Our chapters have no room for drama and bickering. Oh, it's going to take a little different attitude and a lot of commitment. Don't volunteer if you're not going to do the job. And by the same token, don't ask someone to volunteer and then tell them they don't need to do anything. How many of our chapters and lodges ended up where they are? No one to serve as officers. All I ask is that you give your best to the Moose for the benefits of our children and senior members. You get the idea. Each and every one of you are important. For all those times that you thought you'd never make it, you didn't give up. You fought hard to ensure success. My sincerest thanks for your commitment to those entrusted to our care. I ask you to please be kind to one another. God bless.